Hello everyone, Christina Fugazi, council member for District 5, bringing you my council members digest, going over the agenda for the first meeting of 2021, which is tomorrow on January 12th, where we will have a new mayor, Kevin Lincoln, and a new council member, Kimberly Warmsley, joining our city council. So to begin with, I just wanted to also let you know that Mayor Lincoln contacted me and I think the rest of the council to ask our thoughts on moving public comment back to the beginning of the meeting. And I'll just let you know that I voted in the affirmative to move public comment from the end of the meeting back to the beginning of the meeting. I believe that we are doing the people's business and the people should be able to speak first. And so hopefully we might be seeing that change in the near future. So for tomorrow's meeting, we have 7 items on the consent agenda, 2 items of new business, and 1 public hearing. The first item on the consent agenda has to do with a property that HUD, so that's the Housing Authority of San Joaquin County. It's at the corner of Sonora and El Dorado, and they have converted that into housing units. So it is going to increase the number of low-income housing we have available for our residents to the number of 37 units. So that's what this is. Item 5.2, excuse me, I went out of order. 5.1 is actually Kimberly Warmsley, Councilwoman Kimberly Warmsley item to appoint her planning commission. Councilwoman Warmsley came to us from the planning commission. She won her election, so her seat has been vacated and there's nobody sitting in it right now. So she went ahead and has nominated Brenda Jones to take her place on planning commission, and she wants it effective immediately because they already have a planning commission meeting this coming Thursday. So she wants to make sure that there is representation on that commission to fill her spot. Item 5.3 as we move in on the agenda. So this is a purchase for tactical response vehicle and 1 mobile command post. So this is for our police department, and we are part of a consortium, so we're able to purchase it at a cheaper price. It is going to be $629,345, and that comes completely outfitted, ready to go to work. The next item on here is a obligation payment schedule that we have. So the successor agency, we have to abide by this schedule from July 1st. We're putting this into play now, July 1st of 2021 through June 30th of 2022 to make sure that our successor agency, because of the bankruptcy, that we are making good on our obligated repayment schedule. The next item, 5.5, is us accepting grant funding from the Department of Justice of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention. This is a $230,000 grant, and it is going to be working with our police department for a comprehensive anti-gang program. We have been doing this in the past. This is a grant that we're very fortunate to continue to receive, and we're really looking to work on our youth or juvenile gang violence that's happening, as well as delinquency prevention. And so this is through Operation Ceasefire and through different programs through including Office of Violence Prevention, in really trying to help these young people make different choices. Item 5.6 is to put a left-hand turning lane, which I always think left-hand turning lanes are good, at Thornton Road and Hammer Lane. And so, as you know, having to turn when you have oncoming traffic doesn't always work very well. So this is something I think that is really needed, and I'm glad that it is on our agenda. I'm hoping that we can get left-hand turning signals on Harding Way in a number of locations. For example, Pacific and Harding Way, Lincoln and Harding Way. We're getting it at Hazleton and Airport Way. They are getting a left-hand signal there. So I don't think we can have too many of those. And item 5.7, this is for our Transportation Development Act claim for the fiscal year 2021. This is going to go to further repair sidewalks, curbs, and gutters, which we all know, some of you are on the list, you're in the thousands number, because we have a backlog of more than 1,500 sidewalks, gutters, and curbs that need repair in the city of Stockton. And so this money will go towards getting more of those taken care of. Moving on to item 8.1, new business. This is where the public is going to absolutely see where every penny of our CARES Act funding has gone. So this is a comprehensive report. You can find it online. You can participate in the meeting and watch it. But where all of the CARES Act funding has gone and the impact it has had on our community. Everything from mortgage assistance, rental assistance, essential services, our hot teams, community cleanups, small business relief grant, literally several things, PPE, getting people, masks and gloves, the different PPE items, hand sanitizer, wipes, disinfecting wipes, but all of the money that we've spent for a project, a room key, project home key, but every allocation that we received, where did that money go? And so that's what 8.1 is going to discuss. 8.2 has to do with a moratorium. We did a moratorium for residential evictions, but the moratorium that we had done in May expired for commercial properties, and a number of our businesses have been forced to be shut down, and as a result of being forced to be shut down, they are unable to pay the rent for many of these buildings. And so with programs out there until they are able to receive assistance, this will help them get by for the next few months. And so this is only for certain non-residential tenants that are unable to pay because of COVID. Okay. Item 9.1 is a public hearing, and this has to do with Grandview Terrace. And for those of you that don't remember Grandview Terrace, this is low-income housing that is going to be on Minor between Hunter and San Joaquin Streets. It is, the whole block has been torn down on the south side of the street of Minor Street, and there are 100 units going in there. And so this is a $23 million bond in order to complete the construction project, do the improvements, and 75 units. It had to be changed a little bit. And so this is the bond for visionary home builders to complete this project. They did receive cap and trade funding for this project, so these bonds will be repaid. It comes at no financial cost to the city to have these bonds authorized and issued for this project. So again, Grandview Village, Grandview Terrace Village Apartments, located on Hunter and San Joaquin Streets, right there on Minor. Okay, and then I would just like to add a couple things. Behind me, you will see that there is a picture, and this has to do with our strategic plan, so City Council strategic plan. We will be doing another one of these. The meeting should be in February. Again, remember, we as council members are obligated to represent and serve you. So if there are things that we are doing that you don't think should be our focus, you need to let us know. Homeless is up there, definitely. Safer streets are up there. There's a lot of things up there that we have been working towards allocating funds and resources towards. And I know that the mayor has said over and over again, Mayor Lincoln, that homelessness is one of his top priorities. The other thing I wanted to share with you is we are doing our Central Stockton Road Diet project, which has to do with increasing the bike lanes that we have in Stockton. Believe it or not, during COVID, bike sales have been, literally off the charts. More people are out. And if you've ever seen that group of youth and adults riding their bikes, there's been hundreds of them. I have video of them going by my house. Literally, the video went for over 30 seconds of bicycle after bicycle after bicycle. And so we are hoping that you participate. I will post something about this. We hope that you will participate in those meetings. The other thing, in case you didn't see it, on January 7th, there was a release of a 2021 Clean City Initiative. And so there are going to be a number of cleanups around the city where you will take whatever items you would like to discard to, if you live in District 5, there are 2 dates already identified, March 20th, 21 and March 27th, 2021. I'm thinking one will be on the east portion of District 5 and the other will be on the west portion of District 5. Republic Services is handling one and Waste Management is handling the other one. And then there's a third Clean City event, which is for recyclable items. So things like TVs, computer monitors, things of that nature, printers, VCRs, any kind of electronic equipment, anything that's actually recyclable. There'll be another event for District 5 on May 15th. So I will post these two because I know people in other districts want to know when theirs is going on. And then the last thing I wanted to bring up, I don't know how many of you know, but I sit as the chair for the Regional Rail Committee, and I don't know how many of you out there ride the ACE train, but just so you know that we have funding to increase where the train goes. And so in this last meeting we had last Friday, we are talking about building our where the depot is, where you're getting on and getting off of the train in Merced, Ceres, Elk Grove, and Ripon, as well as increasing the number of trains that can go to the Bay Area and back. And so that was a very positive first meeting of the year, knowing that we have lined up the future for rail for those people that use that mode of transportation to get out of their cars and into the train, where they have Wi-Fi available. You can snooze, you can get work done, you can watch a movie, you can play cards. There's all different kinds of things that you can do. When I worked at Sandia Lab, I really loved riding ACE to work and back. Safe, reliable, on time most of the time. I know that things come up. Anyway, so that's it for our meeting. I hope you guys participate. I'll put how you can participate. You can watch it on Channel 97. You can watch it online, many different ways. But as I always say, show up, stand up, speak up. This is how we conduct our city business, and you need to be part of that. You are the city. You are who we are serving. So hopefully you will participate in our meeting, send a public comment, and yeah, first meeting of 2021. So have a great evening, and hope to see you soon. Bye, everyone.